Edit the practice script. You can make changes to the practice script at any time. In this section, we'll spend most of our time discussing how to edit rows and columns. We've already seen how to make changes to the fields not entered in the defined schedule, with the exception of RP. We know how to edit a selected play by switching to the chalkboard module. Next, we'll edit rows and columns. Any changes made to the size of the rows and columns changes the default size available for all the practice scripts. Edit rows. In the practice script, we can insert, add, delete, and copy and paste. We inserted, added, and deleted rows in defined schedule. These tools also apply to the practice script, but behave a little differently. In all cases, the play numbers automatically renumber. Insert a row adds the row directly above the selected row and duplicates the defined schedule fields. Row 2 that we selected before the inserted row is renumbered to row 3. There are 5 rows for Monday's team practice. Add a row adds the row to the end of the day's practice. Select row 1, add a row, and the new row is number 6. Let's delete a row. The rows renumber. We can also copy and paste a row. Select the row, copy a row, select the row to replace, and paste a row. The copied row is pasted over the target row. Resize rows. We can resize rows for better spacing when the practice script prints. Making the rows shorter allows more rows to print on a page. Expanding the rows may give better readability. Mouse over the bottom gray portion of the row at the far left. The mouse becomes a bidirectional arrow to move the row guide up or down. Expand the row slightly by clicking and dragging down. The result is that all the rows now take on the newly expanded size. When the next practice script is loaded, the row's height remains the same as they are now. Edit resize columns. We can edit columns by expanding or decreasing the width and hiding columns. The column width is important when considering how the practice script pages will print. We'll discuss printing later, but you need to know that the practice script is automatically sized to print over the entire width of the page. Only the visible column information prints. Adjust columns to create better visual space, display the entire text, or to hide columns. The changes made to the columns become the default for all the practice scripts. See the gray area over on the right side of the practice script near the scroll bar? The columns can expand to fill this area. Mouse over the right edge of the column guide in the column header. The cursor becomes a bidirectional arrow showing we can drag right or left. Notice how the gray area at the right is being affected. To hide a column, click the right column guide and drag left. For this example, the personnel column isn't being used. In the print options, we'll be able to hide the RP, front, and coverage columns, so we don't need to hide them here. To show the personnel column again, mouse over the right column area. The mouse becomes a right directional arrow showing the column guide can be dragged to the right. When the next practice script is loaded, the column sizes stay the same as they are now.